Hey, it's Tom here. Good news. We're opening up our one-to-one platinum mentoring program when we have 2 spots available right now. So if you're looking for a mentor to give you the guidance, support, accountability, and all of the systems to ensure you're going to make 6 figures in the next 12 months, even if you're a complete beginner, you have no prior experience and you don't have any good technical skills, you want to go to ltsmentor.com. That's ltsmentor.com. You're going to fill in a short application and you're going to book a call so you can speak to myself and the team. So go to ltsmentor.com to apply now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Launch to Six podcast. You're here with myself, Casper.
Kasha.
I wanted to say Casper, but I said Tomasz and Casper. I said
God,
Casper.
Kasha. Let's do it. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll cut it there. Okay, cool. Back into it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to the Launch to Six podcast. You're here with myself, Casper, and Tomasz. And today we're going to be talking about payment processes. So this is something that we use quite a lot at Launch to Six, and we've set up for various customers. So Tomasz, why would somebody use a payment processor?
Yeah, hey guys, hey Casper. So, I mean, a lot of people talk about online business and the freedom of it and all the rest of it, but one of the core functions, one of the core kind of activities of online business is transacting currency, accepting payment, paying people. And, in a certain regard, a lot of it can be done. You could set up just a normal bank account with Starling or whoever it is and work by bank transfer. That is possible. Now, the big issue, of course, here is the fact that en masse, are you going to manually be sending out invoices to everybody? Are you going to be manually requesting payment and so on and so forth? And also, bearing in mind the nature of your audience, if people are more of in a consumer market, so to speak, then they want to pay now and then. It's in the heat of the moment and they want to go forwards rather than, oh, I get an invoice and I'll pay it later. That's very commercial. That's very, very business oriented. In our agency, Massing Media, majority of our customers are done in this way, where it's an invoice and they pay by bank transfer. But as we enter the space of sort of more consumer-based space, then essentially being able to accept payment on the fly from a credit card or just a normal card is hugely valuable. And that's where, as you said rightly so, Casper, is having a form of what we call a payment processor is huge. And for a lot of people, these systems, these processors, they're a little bit strange, and they tend to be integrated into things. Like your landing pages, you'll have an integrated payment processor, and you'll have an order form, because ultimately that's what it boils down to: is someone has found your product online, whatever the marketing process is, and then eventually they're like, okay, I want to buy this. What do I do? And this is where having an order form and then a payment process behind it. Now, the actual function of a payment processor isn't the whole order form and so on and so forth. I mean, Casper, you've obviously built order forms for us. Now, the order form is obviously the page with your information put into it that accepts it. Now, the payment processor almost enables that page to take the payment off the card. It's not the page itself, although there are some integrated options. Just quickly, because you've hard coded these from scratch in a certain regard, working with a payment processor to do that. Very quickly, in that term, how does a payment processor function?
Well, I didn't really hard code them from scratch. I did rely on the payment processor to do a lot of the transaction. But yes, like you said, I have created UIs, so user interfaces that collect payment details and then send them off to a backend, to an API, which then in turn passes them on to a payment processor. So the main advantage of doing it like this is that we never have to deal with sensitive client data and information on our end. So from a compliance and regulatory point of view, it's a lot more simple because we don't have to comply with all of these strict rules and regulations when it comes to storing and handling client data. That's all outsourced. That's all handled by the payment processor. So we essentially just act as a middleman, passing on all of the details to the payment processor, who then carries out the transaction on our behalf. So it's a security, it's a simplicity thing. It's just much quicker to integrate. Oftentimes they'll have pre-built UI elements, so you just decide which fields you want. Some of them are required, like card number, expiry date, things like that. But others, like name and address, are optional, and you can choose to collect them as well, as they will improve the chances of the transaction being successful, various things like that, because various banks have different rules and regulations. But yeah, like you said, also it does have the advantage of being able to take card payments, which you're not able to do any other way. So you have to have a card, you have to have a payment processor to be able to take card transactions, be that credit card, debit card, whatever. You can't do that any other way.
I mean, just for jargon bust, they often referred to also as obviously a payment gateway. It's also known as. But there's a few of these services that are available to you. The big one is Stripe, which is also free. The main way in which this works is that you will essentially have your order form. Stripe will provide the sort of back-end handling of the financial data, whilst your page, whatever it's built on, could be ClickFunnels, System, any of these landing page builders that have an order form function will sit at the front end. So what the customer sees, the front end, so the skin of the site, if that makes sense, the UI, the user interface. They enter their information. That information then goes into Stripe. Stripe then handles that. It collects the payment from their card. You don't handle any of that information. And then it essentially pings back a notification to the page. So it might say, right, do you know what? That customer is now paid. It goes through to a confirmation page telling them, hey, well done, payment successful. It might fire off a load of other integrations like email saying confirmation, et cetera, et cetera. Now, that is hugely valuable for you and your business, because that means that you can then handle payments on scale. So honestly, if you are looking to launch an online business, maybe it could be an online shop, or it could be a product. If you're an affiliate marketer, this is a very different position, because your affiliate vendor will have this function. Then it is very crucial for you to have this. So if it is for a web shop, for example, we've built a few web shops in the past, it might be that it's integrated into, rather than an order form, it could be a cart function and a checkout page. Same thing.
Oftentimes there will be plugins for, say, for example, WordPress or System or various other
you'll integrate
platforms.
Plugin.
These payment processors have provided you with the plugin which can seamlessly integrate into your page. They've really made it easy to drop in. You can build it from scratch as well, but then you have to kind of build your own back end and all of that. But yeah, it's really quite simple to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys are serious about building and selling products, building a business online, then definitely this will be a key part of your infrastructure. And I'm hoping that we've covered a lot of what you need to know before you get started. One thing I will add, obviously, is that a payment processor will act almost like a clearing bank. So they will hold your money. So you don't instantly get the money in your account. It will be held for 5 to 3 working days and then released. This is to deal with any disputes, malpractice, obviously anything fraudulent. Stripe and a lot of other payment processors are out there. They work on a customer, much like Amazon or any of these other big platforms, Facebook's, for example. They are very hot on their disputes rates. For example, Stripe will only allow I think it's a 1% dispute rate. So if you've got 100 customers, only one can dispute before they start to look at your payment process and actually limiting your account, which is hugely detrimental for a business.
Yeah, that's right. But it also adds a level of credibility to your
security.
page. Yeah. So if you just provide somebody with your bank account number and sort code and just ask them to pay money into this for this product, it's going to deter a lot of people. It's going to look sketchy. It's not going to be as seamless as if you used a payment processor.
Sketchy is a technical term, guys. But yeah, honestly,
it's one we use quite often.
As part of your sales process, saying that our payments are processed through Stripe. I mean, there are other payment processors out there. You could go to the big card providers. I've seen it done with WorldPay. There's a few others. There's more the online-based ones, CC Bill, Easy Pay Direct. All of these are available, and some of them have got stricter criteria than others. Stripe is always the go-to. I always recommend Stripe to people and to our customers. But yeah, guys, key part of your infrastructure.
Great, thanks, Tomasz. Thank you for sharing that. It's been really, really useful. Hope you've learned something. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, guys. Catch you in the next one.
Take care, guys. Speak soon.
Take care. Thanks. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Tomasz. We hope you guys have enjoyed the episode as much as we've loved putting it together for you. Please guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that love button, hit that subscribe button, and review us on Apple iTunes. We do read the comments. We want to improve our content and give you guys the best that we've got. Equally, the best comment, guys, we will shout you guys out, and we are giving out free courses. So guys, please come hit that love button, leave us a review, and we'll catch you on the next podcast, guys. All the best. Take care.